What's up, guys? We're back with more Cyberpunk content. This time, Brian and I are continuing the color conversation that we had a while back. If you missed that video, we did go over our first impressions for each color of the new Cyberpunk trading card game. And I think from what I can see, it looks like we maybe had a little bit of correct, but we're going to go through each color in the next few upcoming videos. Now that we've got more cards revealed, Brian, how do you think we did in our initial assessment?
For red, we did okay. I do see some cards that say put some stuff in trash. I also see some stuff that says take some stuff out of trash. So I think we were right-ish.
Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of a sub-theme there, I think. But generally, from what we're seeing with some of these newer cards, it looks like the main theme for red is just to have big gig numbers. Does that sound right?
Yeah, we want big gigs. Yeah, just the biggest gigs.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of cards that care about it. Obviously, you've got the card from the demo deck that hasn't really been changed as the Yorinobu Arasaka Legend. It says the first time a friendly Arasaka unit attacks each turn, draw one. Then, if you have less than 20 Street Cred, discard a card. So already you want to have at least 20 Street Cred. You only get by having high number gigs.
But then, like we were saying, sort of, it's not really a punishment. If you trash something you don't want now to get it back later from our Trash Matters sub theme.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it gives you that until you hit that Street Cred, you're kind of filling up your trash, which then gives you all of your units or abilities that say bring something back from the trash. It kind of works like a second hand almost when you're playing in red. There's a few more that really care about that kind of archetype. You've got things like Carry Eurodyne that says if you control a gig with 8 or more, draw a card, or draw 2, excuse me.
Draw 2 cards.
Yeah, draw 2 cards.
Draw basically half a hand.
Yeah. Which is really cool. And it seems like 8 is the special number. It seems like a lot of them are, if you have a gig with 8 or more, do a thing. And help facilitate that, you've got cards like 6th Street Recruits. When a friendly unit steals a D6, increase a gig by up to 6. You can just max a gig, especially if you've got, like Ryan was talking about earlier, if you've got like a D8 and you didn't roll a 1, using this, you get to max it out immediately.
Yeah, you max it out, man. Easy. You also have La Llorona, Goes to the Past, with its when you block with it, increase a gig by up to 3. That's less, obviously that's a smaller number than 6.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they're not 6th Street, so.
But it does, I'll give you a blocker, a decent blocker with upside when using the block. So I think that card is pretty solid.
Yeah, 3 power is like a okay amount, especially when you've got things like Mantis Blades and Satori and stuff to like bump their power. You can give them like a bigger blocker that still gives you that upside. Seems really good.
Yeah, just that extra little bit can really matter.
El Sombreron is one that's very interesting for me. It says, when you attack, you may pay 2 eddies, and if you do, this unit gains power equal to a friendly max gig this turn. And it starts at 4 power. So, I mean, just Christmas Land, if you got your 20, I mean, this guy can be a 24 power blocker, or excuse me, 24 power attacker with no other advancements. It's kind of crazy.
And they block it with a 2.
I mean, that 2's gone though.
it's dead as hell, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think like you can even see with like the cost, it's like you play 6th Street, you steal their 6, you get to max your 8. You steal their 6 or you steal back your 6 and get the increase. And then you basically have that ready. You play El Sombreron and just go, I can do 12 on a turn when that really matters.
Yep. I mean,
really
the 10 breakpoints are the important ones for this game. Every time you hit 10 or another increment of 10, you steal an additional gig. So, I mean, even with 6th Street, you steal a 6, increase that 6 to 6, and when he attacks, he's a 10, he can steal 2 gigs. Seems very, very synergistic.
We also have a very important just ability in something like Royce, where we defeat a power 2 or less, but if we have more Street Cred, which we already want because we're trying to max our numbers, we kill or defeat a 3 or less power. Those little things, that adds up. Like on drop, he kills a blocker.
Yeah.
Like almost for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like we were just talking about La Llorona, it's 3 power. So and the other blockers that we've seen seem to be somewhere around those lower numbers. Like you've got like the second hand Bombless is 0 and things like that. So a lot of those, at least especially in the early game, because Royce is only 5, so you can drop him on turn 2.
Yeah,
so,
turn 2, get rid of a dude.
Yeah,
very strong.
So a lot of those early game blockers you might be able to get through pretty easily with something like this already doing the game plan that you want to do. What I really like, and again, we're hitting that 8+ value, is some of these cost reducers. So something like Octant that says play this unit for -1 eddy for each friendly gig with 8 or more value to a minimum of 1 eddy. So it gives you the opportunity to play some of these really big units for cheaper if you're doing that game plan of making sure you have a lot of street cred.
Oh yeah, if you're able to get it cheap, there's a couple of cool targets that also get cheap, like Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage at the Coliseum.
Carnage at the Coliseum, having the exact same writer of this program costs 1 less for each gig with 8+ value to a minimum of 1. Defeat a rival unit with less power than the friendly unit. It's just those, right? That's like Dreamland World. You just pay 2. Just like, I'll play a giant guy. I'll kill the best thing on your board. I paid 2, man. Let me play the rest of my game.
Yeah.
That's probably not what's going to happen most of the time. Let's live in a real world.
Yeah.
But there is a real world where, like, on turn 6 is the D20 round. You have 9. You drop Octant for like 5 or 4, and then you get to drop Carnage as well and target their best thing and swing with a good board.
Yeah, for sure. And you've also got ways to kind of help facilitate getting to those higher gig numbers. Obviously, we already talked about Lyrona, but then there's also a program called Industrial Assembly that says increase a gig by up to 4. And then if you control a gig with 8+ or more, you draw a card. So not only does it help you reach that 8+ value, it also gives you the upside of replacing itself.
Yeah, with Industrial Assembly, I also think, I'm not 100%, I'm like 90% sure it used to be a 2 and now it's a 1. So for 1 eddy, draw a card. It's basically just like, that's the cantrip, right?
Yeah.
You pay 1, you get 1. And I think it was 2 before. Like I said, I'm not 100% what it was originally, but like it definitely feels like that's more important now. I'm like, man, I got to get to 8, and get to 8, draw a card feels real strong now.
Yeah, for sure. No, that definitely makes a big difference in the playability of the card for sure. Because like before, at least when we were playing it in the demo decks, it definitely felt like it was the auto build as an eddy. But now I'm like, well, if I can pay 1, increase my game plan, draw a new card that I can potentially play as an eddy, works for me.
Well, like in like the world we were talking about earlier, it's like pay 1, you get something else to 8, you draw 1, you've now lowered both Octant and Carnage at the Coliseum by 1 because you have another 8 on board, and so you just go, oops, I just paid 2 floating for these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's really good.
Yeah, I can definitely see this card making it into the decks to hit those breakpoints for sure. And then there is one final one we wanted to talk about as far as the big gig matters. That's going to be the Minotaur. This one's the classic from the classic like final unit from the Alpha Kit decks. This one says play if you have more street cred than your rival, defeat a rival unit with power 5 or less. So cares about having a lot of street cred and also gives you a great effect for it. That's going to be the main theme of this red archetype, is just getting as many big gigs as much as possible, the highest street cred that you can possibly get.
So also, I mean, thing we were correct about, the trash mechanic that starts with V, who we had already seen before with the when you call him trash 3, add a brain dance program to hand, and then it can go solo. We weren't high on that at the time. We just kind of assumed that was probably something good there. Surely we had targets in our own color, which we do. We've seen a few of them.
Yep.
Carnage is brain dance, and so is Bonnie and Clyde, both of which kill units.
So is an Industrial Assembly card we already said was really good.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, that's a brain dance. So like, buy back, draw a card, buy back, kill spell, buy back, different kill spell. Those are all pretty okay.
Yeah, for sure. Those are super good. You've also got recursion, seems to be a lot of it. So Meredith Stout has blocker on it. It also says that this unit has +2 while fighting another legend. So is a particularly good blocker because it's already 5 power, and then it can get an additional 2, so it's already a big blocker. But then it also has the when a rival adjusts or swaps 1 or more friendly gigs, you may add a card from your trash to your hand. So there's that recursion theme coming again.
So when they mess with your stuff, you get stuff back. And then, of course, we have Screw. When Screw dies, when he's defeated, add another unit from the trash to your hand.
Yeah,
there's no somebody better.
Yeah, there's no rider on that either. It's just get any other unit to your hand, which would be really interesting with multiple copies of Screw. Maybe you just like loop him over and over again. And you're just like, hey, I've always got this 7 might unit that I can play.
Don't hate looping.
Because 5 is not a terrible number.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
There's also a world where you get in an Octant because they're going to be cheap that turn, or the Minotaur so you can kill something. There's a lot of cool stuff with Screw for sure. But the one I'm most excited about it actually is the Yorinobu Arasaka unit, the Steel Dragon, with play. You may play a unit with cost 4 or less from your hand or trash for free. It can attack rival units this turn.
Yeah.
And then the first time an Arasaka unit is defeated each turn, draw a card. Bring back a guy, let him die in a useless fight, gain a card.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, or I mean, you've got some powerful 4 cost units like Harry Uridine, Merit the Stout.
6th Street.
Yeah.
There's a 4 cost unit.
Yep.
Like, there's so many cool 4 costers here to just buy back in red.
Yes, there is. Yeah, this unit seems very, very cool. 7 is a little expensive, so I don't know that you're going to be running them in multiples, but I think it's like 7, but you're actually getting 11 cost worth of units. So
yeah, I'm just like the recur, like 6th Street is a 6 power that gets to attack that turn. You don't get the draw rider because it's not an Arasaka unit afterwards, but like who cares?
That's
if you just kill one of their guys. Yeah. And if you take one of their 6s, you max one of your gigs and you go ha 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 ha. I'm also unsure. Somebody who's a more rules focused guy than me is Octant static live in the trash? Because if it is, that's very scary. Somebody in the comments can tell me whether that works that way.
Personally, just reading the card, I'm gonna guess no, just because I don't know. They have the same word. They both say play. I was gonna do the whole like play versus cast thing or whatever, but they does both say play. Yeah. So
like swinging an 8 at somebody is not gonna be a good time.
That's true. That's a good question. I'd be really interested. That one I'm not 100% sure on. I'd be really interested to know. So if anybody knows, make sure you comment down below and let us know for that.
Yeah, please let us know.
We do have one last card to talk about here, at least for this archetype, and that's going to be the program All Is Lost. It says trash 3 and then add a unit from among them to your hand. So again, we've got that recursion. You're setting up your trash with more cards that you can bring back with some other units, and then also you just get to grab one with this card as well. So it is basically 1 might, try 3, draw 1.
Yeah,
pretty,
like cost 1
pretty good.
Is nothing, right? Like pay 1 more, get the best thing out of your discard pile, or best unit out of your discard pile. You paid it for 1 more to reanimate it effectively.
Yep.
That's really good. Think if you brought back Yorinobu, you decide on an 8. Bring back Screw so that you can start bringing back stuff other ways.
Yeah, I think he does have to be part of those 3 that you trash. Obviously, you can't just trash 3 and then look for your whole discard pile. I think it's from the 3 that you trash, but still, you put good cards in your deck, you'll hit one of them.
Just be lucky.
Yeah, just be good.
Don't be unlucky, be lucky. Like, what do you want, man? I also was going to say, I don't know if I would consider this necessarily a sub-theme, but holy crap, we have so much card draw on red.
Yeah. Yeah,
feels like everything's like, let's draw a new card, man. Like, yeah, you did that, but also get a new card for it. And I'm like, sure, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, a lot of card replacement.
Just stay winning on red.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. I mean, you've got pretty much everything that we've talked about in the recursion section. Obviously, counts as card advantage. Then you've got like the Satori that says when this unit wins a fight against a rival unit, draw a card. I mean,
you got the Sword White Hustle, just give it a little bit and draw. Yep. We already talked about carry, draw 2.
Yep.
I'm not gonna I'll just get 2 more cards. Yorinobu gets us a card every time we lose one of our guys. Industrial Assembly is just free replace. Like, there's just a lot of card draw.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of card draw. So that's going to be the majority of what we're looking for in red. If you're looking to build a deck on those colors, you want to make sure that you care about your units, or excuse me, your gigs getting big, and you want to put things in your trash that way you can bring it back later. There is also, it seems like from looking at the cards we've seen revealed at least, seems like red also has the most of kill spells or just like defeat a unit or
Yeah, defeating
things.
units that we could
So
find.
there's
At
a
least
couple,
as of time of recording.
yeah, I mean, there's a couple units that have it on there. There's a few programs that have it on there. So if you're looking to interact with your opponent's board in that kind of way, where you're just trying to defeat their units, then red is also going to be a good color for you.
Now, I mean, there is a world where maybe that's less good because red also wants to be buying back units. So maybe we're not wanting to defeat them and put them in trash. Maybe getting rid of them other ways is quote unquote better. We're stronger, like Placide, who's been revealed for a long time.
Yep.
Putting it on the bottom is just dead for all eternity. We'll never see that one again for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That will be more of a meta call. We'll have to see how much the recursion is going to matter if you'd rather not defeat their units. But whether you're defeating them now or you're defeating through combat, you'll have to get rid of them one way or another.
Most of the really good ones require having 2 red legends. Like Il Somberon is 4, Octant is 4, Yorinobu is 3, Colosseum is 4, or sorry, no, Colosseum's 3, and so is Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah,
So
if you want to really reach into the tool kit that this color has, you're definitely going to have to run at least 2 red legends. Does not look like currently there is any units or cards that require you to run all 3. We do not have any 5 or 6 cost RAM in red yet. Like I said, that may change once we get the rest of the set revealed, but right now it looks like if you splash 2, or if you run 2 red and then you can splash another color, you'll be good to go to run this.
Yeah, just run Yorinobu or Osaka because he's free, and then run V Street Kid because he lets you buy back a cool card and go to town. And then, some other color. Green, maybe. I think green taps people so you can slap them with your guys.
I don't know. We'll have to see in another video.
Yeah, I actually don't remember which color does it. I know one of them does, but...
Well, that's going to go ahead and do it for today. Just a nice, quick little video going over the red color in the new Cyberpunk trading card game. If you've looked at some of the other colors, make sure you comment down below and let us know which one you're most excited for. We will be doing the other 3 colors here in the near future. So make sure that you that you like and subscribe, so that way you don't miss any of those coming out in the future. And until then, we'll see you next time.
Peace.